What's good, y'all? My name is Rorvis Paradox, aka Dox Brando, and I'd like to walk you all to another episode of Rorvis Reviews. This episode is going to be a little special just because of the topic of today, and that's Start a Movement. That's based off of the group and the individual artist album that I am reviewing today. Make sure you subscribe to my Twitter, my IG, the Blue Sky, wherever you can find me. Make sure you tapped in to stay up to date on everything that is related to the channel, and make sure you prepare for next year because we about to go crazy. I promise you, I got some things lined up and it's gonna be great. With all that being said, let's get into it. Now, you may be wondering, who exactly is S.A.M.N X? And this is a very interesting question and it has a great answer if you're tapped into the Arizona hip hop scene. Now, S.A.M.N X consists of Kadreau, the producer, Lance Silva, Smiley Love Saint, Shy Reese, Jay Stiddy, the DJ and also performer, as well as the jester. And when they come together, they have dubbed themselves an unstoppable juggernaut that's about to impact hip hop. And honestly, the way things are lining up, they most likely can be one of the next great rap groups that we've seen in our time. And it's really easy once you listen to their music to assume that they're a Brockhampton clone or going for the aesthetics of Future, but I promise you their influences run deep. You have people like my favorite hip hop duo out right now with Paris, Texas. I get Outkast influence. I get Wu-Tang in particular's influence. There's many different artists that their influences spread across different genres as well, and they blend together into making a great group of talented young men that I think could truly change the industry with their artistry. Now, the project that I want to be talking about today is 2024 Stare at Me Naked, a EP that they dropped early in the year, back in January. So a great way to start the year off, and it's definitely been in constant rotation for me. Now, if you weren't too, in tune to what I just said, as Stare at Me Naked, it's not just a different acronym for their group, which is already Start a Movement, nigga. And I know you seen how Lance look, he cannot say that final part, but Start a Movement, nigga, is what the SAM and S.A.M.N X stands for, but it also can be for Stare at Me Naked as well, which is, I think, a very interesting take on it. It's always real cool to see how people can do different things with their names, so I think that was well executed on that end. Now, the starting off the album with Skinny Dipping, I think this is a great intro track. I think this set the tone for the album well. I think each member does a great job of highlighting themselves on the song. Each brings their own energy to the track, leaving their own signature mark on it. Production is in your face, bouncing off the wall, just crazy. A highly enjoyable track with plenty of quotables once you catch on to it, and of course the great iCarly sample on the back end, just beautiful, superb, and that leads into a great transition into the next track, that track being Penny from the Park. Now, this is a song that they been released as a single. I think it came back out in like 2003 in 2023, and I love this one because it has Kadreau uses a funk sample off of one of my favorite funk songs ever, and the way he weaponizes it for this track is just pure energy, and I just love it. It's just like one of my favorite beats on the project. I think both of the artists that are rapping on this, both of the members, because not just like with Wu-Tang, not everybody gets chooses to rap on each song. And with Lance going crazy on here, and then I think it was Saint that was rapping on this one as well. I think both of their energies are matched with the production, and they just be able to create just a high volatile song. Like this song really gets into your bones with the lyrics that they're rapping as well as the production. Like everything is just like truly sinking into your skin. And Penny for the Park is just one of those tracks that like has always been on repeat. Actually made my top 5 on my Spotify Wrapped, so I'm truly dedicated to the song. Like this is definitely one of my favorite songs that I've heard as of the 2020s. Now the next song I want to get into is I Don't Give a Fuck Right Now, abbreviated of course for Spotify and other streaming services. Now I enjoy the unique production on this song. I think Kadreau was able to give us a different sort of vibe with this that doesn't really seem to match. Like it's kind of unorthodox in a way that you don't know which way the production is going to go. You don't know when it's going to blare. You don't know if it's going to stay mellowed out, but it's just one of those very hyperactive songs that have a switch to it. It's very interesting. Each member verse comes off very cool and calm, but matched with the bouncy production and some guitar riffs scattered across, which I'm going to assume is by Shy Reese. With all that combined, making this an excellent track in my opinion. Fuck the World, another song that I highly enjoy off the album. I love the beat on this. I think the beat is a great foundation, which leads to Kadreau and Smiley Love Saint to just be able to slide on it. The hook on here is just infectious as well. It's just like, I'm a fucking walking cover. And when I've had chances to sing this, seen this song performed live, and when I tell you this is one of the crowd pleasers, this is something that the whole crowd was sing with their whole heart, trying to hit that note that is literally going to wreck their vocal cords the next day. This is just an excellent song, and this is one of my brother's favorite songs as well. And it's just like what I loved about who has my favorite verse. Both Kadreau and Saint do a great job of pairing well on this track, and then with Saint just giving us that quotable talk about, so don't be rude to me on my fucking half birthday. Just sometimes it's as simple as that, man. Sometimes it's really easy to get people to gravitate towards a song, and verses like that just highlight it. It's just an excellent song that, you know, definitely just highly enjoyable, man. Ain't nothing else I can say about that. The next song, Gunner, another song that I heard back in 2023, and honestly I don't care. Every time I hear it, it's a vibe. You know, it's just one of those songs like you could just like close your eyes and just rock with it, and like you just like in your own world. I say that you could picture this song being used for a club scene in a movie. I think this is just like one of those where the main character just walks in and then everybody's just dancing. You see where his focus is. Like this is one of those types of songs. I think it could be utilized in a lot of great ways going forward, but that's just my opinion. Each member keeps the vibe going before the beat gets into like this angelic like state where just like that SpongeBob meme, just him just floating up in the air, just truly mesmerizing portion of the song. Then here comes Reese with more guitar riffs to take the songs to another level, and this is already a great vibe going on. Then the beat evolves into something crazy for Kadreau and Lance to just slaughter the beat. Like they just both do exactly what they need to do, and just like it's not even no toying with it, just headshot, done, did exactly what they needed to do on this song. Now the last track on this project is 6 Cents, and in my opinion this is just a phenomenal posse cut. I think this is the most Wu-Tang influenced song that they have ever recorded, and I mean that in all the best ways. Just pure raps, no hooks, it's just them rapping their ass off for a good solid 4 minutes straight, and everybody is coming off the top rope with different moves, different flows, different cadences, and definitely more quotables. My favorite portion of this song comes from again Somebody Love Saint, when he's talking about some. You see me with the off-white kicks, with an all-white whip, with an all-white bitch. It's just like, sometimes rap is very, sometimes it doesn't take like an intense lyricism with just like multi-syllables. Sometimes it's about cadence, flow, and energy, just charisma, and that's exactly what they have within this group. Don't get me wrong, they can, give us some great punchlines with here and there, but when it comes to just the energy, the charisma that comes with being a rapper, they have that down packed. Just excellent performances on this song. Probably my favorite song on this project, not gonna lie to you. I think the top 5, my favorite tracks from here would be 6 Cents, Fuck the World, and probably Skinny Dipping. Those would be my top 3 off this project. Excellent from the group From the Desert, and I promise you they're gonna keep this energy going, keep that fire lit, because these boys are only on the cusp. My only critique of this project is I want more. Like, I want so much coming off of their album last year, Ghetto. I'm just anticipating a full-length project from all of them. So, gang, when the album dropping? Because I need it. That's my only critique of this. Like, this is an excellent top. I think the replay value is great. So it's really to their favor with this EP that it is only 6 songs, because it's easily just to start from the top over and over again, just like, and you probably won't even get tired, and you won't even notice that you're just like, oh, I just heard this like for like 2 hours straight. Just excellent. The next album that I want to be talking about is Katalyst, Back on a Bender by Kadreau. Now, this is the first solo album from a member of S.A.M.N X, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I did a quick search. I couldn't find anything but this. So this is the first album from a solo member, from a sole member of the group, and I think it's interesting that it's the sick ass producer of the group who can rap and sing to start off. So I can't wait to see what's next for the group and who's next, because again, when I say the Wu-Tang influence, I mean that in the most respectful of ways, and it's not to compare them to Wu-Tang, but like I can see traces of the influence within them, and especially with Kadreau, he's definitely someone that gives me RZA type of vibes of how he crafts his songs. But I get different producers as well. I'm getting some Tyler, I'm getting some DJ Quicks, I'm getting some Kanye, of course, some Neptunes, of highly multifaceted producers that can truly make music for anyone. And I think that's exactly what Kadreau is going for with this album. I think this is an experience where he's trying to truly highlight and expose more people to what he's capable of. I think this is a great way to get him to possibly work with way more artists besides the ones that he has been collaborating with, not just working with his brothers in S.A.M.N X, but not even just like with Zelu, with Vex, with Johnny Hay. I'm talking all the people that they're cool with. I can tell that he can do anything with them, but I truly think that this will help him get his foot in the door with possible more collaborations and more productions for different types of artists. He truly is showing that he is, I wouldn't necessarily say a jack of all trades, but he can do it all in a sense, not just the R&B, not just the rap. He gets into some reggaeton type shit. Like, it's truly a well executed and put together album from Kadreau. Something to note is that there's many samples of vocal performances from the voice actor John DiMaggio, hence the name Bender in the title of the album, Bender being a famous character he portrays on Futurama. And it's just, you get little tidbits across, like, you get him as the Bender snippets, you get Jake the dog, even I forgot what the king's name is on Disenchanted, plenty of different ones from the great DiMaggio, who's definitely been a staple in many of our childhoods. All that being said, let's go ahead and get into the album, and we're starting off with Idol, and I think this is just a smooth intro track. I think it eases the listener to Kadreau's sound, definitely gets your mind prepared for what you're about to experience. This song and the album gives me some Midnight Marauders album by Tribe Called Quest energy, with this voiceover that's like an AI guide that guides us throughout the whole, not just like the kind of like getting us prepared for what we're about to experience throughout the album, and the AI person is voiced throughout certain portions of the album as well. So definitely getting some influences from them, and you could tell by that influence that you're in for one hell of a ride with this project. That goes into one of my favorite songs on the album, Save the DJ. This is the only clean song on the album, and again, that's just something to note, where like you have a whole bunch of like explicit portions, and you get a song like this right here that could possibly transcend, just because like there's no editing portions that I have to worry about. So I definitely could see this being utilized in different areas. One area to note is a club scene, and I'm not talking about like for a movie type shit. I'm talking about like I can hear this at like your local bar and just vibe out. Like you could really just, if you're at the club, you could have this going on, like you can just vibe and start dancing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's having a good time to this type of song. That's why I can envision this going. I think this is just a well executed song. I think this song shows off his skills as an artist in all the facets that he portrays. I think that he's able to hit certain pockets singing, and I love the use of the autotune when he does use it sometimes as well. I think his rapping cadence and flows fit the suit him well on this track too. One of my favorite portions is the scratching on the back end on the song. Highly appreciated. Somebody is like a huge hip hop head that loves true DJing and seeing them break down, cut up, all that good stuff when it comes to DJ performances. I love hearing the record scratches, so having that on this song made me even a bigger fan of this track. Excellent. The next track, Better Alone. I think this is a great song. This whole song is just a vibe. I think this is crafted wonderfully for himself. I think that it's just, again, it's just a vibe. Like there's no other words to describe it. It's just well executed. I think that it's just a highly enjoyable song, you know, and it just got like a nice bounce to it. So like you just nod your head to it and just enjoying the ride that you're going on to. And that what I love about this song is how he blended it into an excellent transition to the next track, which is 100 Hot Days, the first single from the album. And I think this track really set the tone for prepare the people to what Kadreau is about to bring to us as consumers. I think Kadreau is truly just talking his shit all over the song. Just I don't know how he did it, but he truly must have just like sprinkled some crack over this track, because the production plus the hook creates such an addictive song to listen to. It's just truly just, I love the slight intensity that's coming off his song. I think that the production truly suits the name 100 Hot Days. As somebody that's from Arizona, I think that was well intentional why he chose to name it that. I think that he's just, you know, showing off, honestly, and that is truly highlighted in how he flexes on his production muscle on the back end with the beat switch. Now that I'm really thinking about it, sitting down, there's a good portion of beat switches on here, and I think it is just to kind of just show off that he can manipulate music to his whim, and just like truly on some Dr. Dre shit when he's talking about a producer who could rap and control the maestro type shit. So excellent. Another one of my favorites off the album. The next track, John DiMaggio, a tribute to John DiMaggio. Like, you already know what's going on here. Great production for a braggadocio type of rap song. Kadreau and his S.A.M.N X brother Lance both get on here and just, they get on the beat that just matches they match the beat like the tone, like what's going on in the song, because it's kind of just like not grimy, but it definitely feels like it's one of those songs where there's no other choice but to talk shit and talk about how you the flyest motherfucker, how you better rapper than everybody in the world, all that type, anything to like self-appoint yourself. This is the time to do it on this type of beat, and it's just a great tune. I just can't lie. I love how the beat becomes mellow on the back end, and then Kadreau just starts to flow over it like water. Again, just highlighting what he's capable of as a producer. The next song, Jorowaga. I know I'm saying it wrong. I'm butchering the mess out of it. But Jorowaga, featuring Plessy. Kadreau and Plessy give us an infectious blend of hip hop with reggaeton to make a solid track. Like I said before, this is where it's just like he's showing it off that he can truly dabble and produce for anyone. This song was just like one of those songs that you could dance to, like stuff like just like if he was to like continue on with how the hook comes on with Plessy going off, this could be one of those songs that could like you'd be doing some cha-cha, some just sliding. You'll be doing some type of moves to this type of song. Like you can't just not sit down while this is going on. Both artists are able to highlight themselves well. Kadreau just starts, again, just has a nice pocket, nice flow that is able to just maintain and dominate when necessary. Back in, again, just a quick switch just to show off. But what can you do? Like, I'm not mad at it. It's just well good. And if there's any issue with it, I'll just start the song over and get back to what got my attention with the song anyway. Now, speaking of feeling some type of way, the next track, Feel Someone, is just excellent. I can't really say too much. It's just an excellent track. Just a great thing to listen to. I can't lie to you. The next track, In and Out, beautiful first beat. You get two different vibes because of the beat switch, and it's just like definitely felt like very glorious in a sense, like a beam is shining down when you're listening to this first beat on this portion of the song, and then the beat switch happens, and then now you're just like going side to side. Well, Kadreau starts, not Kadreau, there's another artist, a feature artist that starts going off on here as well. But anyway, it's just like, honestly, it feels like, the angel and the devil on both shoulders. Is just like that type of song. It's very interesting how he put this one together. The next track, Scorpio's Revenge, featuring Smiley Loves Saint. Smiley talking his shit. You got a unique flow on the track that I enjoy, that doesn't have what I mean by a unique flow, it doesn't have a cadence that gives us where he's going to go while he's rapping. Like, it's kind of unpredictable, and that's why I enjoy it. That's why I say it's unique flow on there. Kadreau follows right behind him, showing off as well. Then they get into a nice back and forth a bit on the track, having fun, and then just like, again, just a great vibe for the song. Like, I can't lie to you. Bad Dude, favorite beat on the song, truly my favorite song on the album as well. But I don't know what it is. It's just, this one just really hit my soul. It just hit me in the spirit for some reason. Just what he's talking about in his raps, and then what you have the beat that matches the energy that he's giving off is just truly a phenomenal unison that he was able to craft for himself. What I truly enjoyed was the build up on the back end, where his final verse is coming off, and just like the climax is just matching him. Well, of course, it's matching him. He's the one crafting it. But what I mean is just like, just the way everything pairs up in sync is just chef's kiss. Like, that took it to the next level. And technically, this is like the closer track, because the next track, the last song on there, is basically like is a bonus track. So this is where the AI talks about like the journey that we went through. Da, 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 da. Excellent close out, done. And then you get into W Terra Vita. and this is where Kadreau is just rapping his ass off, no hook, just 2 minutes of straight rapping over a solid beat that he's created. Again, this came out about November. This came out the same day as S.A.M.N X, ironically enough. So 2 projects that I did get to enjoy from this year came on the back end, but as they say, better late than never. And Kadreau was able to encapsulate why he is one of the top producers out in Arizona, and one day could be one of your favorite producers as well. Now, the reason I chose to do this whole episode for my S.A.M.N X guys is, I truly believe in them. I am a fan of their work, but this is before even listening to their music. I had the chance to meet them at one of my friends' after party in the movie premiere as well for same film, and the way they were talking about themselves, they truly felt like they believed in themselves, like they were speaking their truths and they're making their destiny be known to the rest of us. Like, this ain't nothing that you and I can stop, only we can help enable, help guide the path, help shine light on, type of thing. And I told them then that if it was the truth, I will probably be one of their biggest supporters. I'm going to speak out every time I can. And just off of the first song I listened to, I was like, yeah. And then listen to their whole album, Ghetto, from 2023, one of my favorite albums of last year. If you didn't see my Twitter thread or my story thread on IG, it ranked really high. I think I had it at least top 5 or so, or at least top 10. That got me into their Project Society. That got me into even some projects that's on YouTube that's not even on any streaming platforms. I truly dug deep, and I was highly impressed by the level of quality coming out for them, not just from the production side that's lush and no issues, the vocal inflections, the performances, everything is truly elite with them. And they have somebody that's going to let y'all know that y'all need to check them out. And they do have a performance coming up in next year, 2025, the Mosh Pit Market, January 11th, if I'm not mistaken. So for my Arizona folks, if you can, go check them out, check out their performances. Some of the members are doing their first solo performances, so that's going to be highly interesting as well. I'm trying to make it out, so holla at your boy if you're trying to go out there as well, for we can enjoy the performances of a great group that is going to be one of the best ever. Could be one of the best ever. Yeah, probably could be one of the best ever. And if not, they at least gonna be one of the best ones out today. I think they're about to go on a run, and it's gonna be very enjoyable to watch. And I'll gonna be one of those people that said I was here first. This has been Rorvis Paradox, aka Docs Brando, and this is Rorvis Review, and I'll see you again next week. Peace.